1990 Olympics was a disappointment. She had done everything, won everything, everything that as a child she dreamed she would win.
Ever since I was really young, I remember going to school. Most of my friends and pretty much the whole school knew that I skated. They'd ask me like what I wanted and what my dreams were, and I said to win the Olympics and to go to the Olympics. My biggest dream was to represent the country and go to the Olympics.
With the Salt Lake City 2002 Games still 4 years away, 17-year-old Michelle Kwan decides to stay in competition and continue to seek her goal.
It was not a difficult decision at all. At that moment, I knew that it wasn't the end of my skating career. I wanted to keep on competing. I'm glad I've made that decision to keep on going to Salt Lake City because competitions is where my heart is at this moment. It's where it satisfies me the most.
Since she was little, she's always talked about the Olympics and the Olympic dream and having all of that. And in Nagano, maybe she felt that she held back a little bit. And I knew that she was going to do this. I knew that she was going to go all the way, and she was going to compete another 4 years and get to Salt Lake City.
Following the 1998 Olympics, in the years leading to the Salt Lake Games, Michelle Kwan won 4 national championships and 3 world championships.
I think Michelle's decision to stay in the Olympics really speaks for itself. It really says a lot. It's a real statement. She's not just a skater that wants to perform and do shows, but truly what makes her tick is to compete.
You had a lot of champions who sort of won and left the scene and went professional. And I just really respect this in her because you can tell she has an athlete's heart. You know, she wants to go out there and compete, and she competes to win.
On October 23, 2001, Michelle Kwan announces that she will end her nearly 10-year relationship with coach Frank Carroll. After an emotional meeting, Michelle told Carroll she wanted to go it alone.
Well, we skated a competition down in San Diego, and she did not skate well. And afterwards, I felt we should have a meeting and that we should discuss it. And she called me later that evening and said, tomorrow I'd like to work by myself. I'd like to go to the rink and just work by myself. And I said, fine, no problem. Just call me when you need me. I'll be over on the other rink, and I'll come over when you need me, and I'll help you. And the week went by, and she never called me. And so the Friday, she came in with tears in her eyes, and we sat down and talked, and she just said that she wanted to do this on her own, that she felt that she needed to be strong enough to do it on her own and to get out there and win on her own, that she didn't want to rely on me, and she didn't want to rely on her father or mother, that it was something that she had to be strong enough to do by herself. And so that was really the last time I was involved with her as a coach.
Michelle is probably the only athlete in the world that could probably go to the Olympic Games without a coach. I think Michelle can win in Salt Lake. I really do. You know, you go out there and perform, all by yourself in the center of the ice. You can't have your coach holding your hand when you go out there. He can say some encouraging words right before you step out. But you have to go out there yourself.
I think Michelle is pulled in a lot of directions right now. I mean, she has a chance to be known as the greatest skater never to win an Olympic gold medal. Michelle has got all those other titles behind her name, all the national championships, all the world championships, all the dazzling performances. And it would be a shame if that was the one thing that was left out of her resume.
There are some people who really believe in me, believe that I can do it. And there's some people who don't believe in me. But I guess it all doesn't matter as long as I believe in myself and believe that I can do it. It's not that easy putting yourself in a situation where the demands are so high and you have to keep up with it. In order to keep up with it, you have to train certain hours, you have to eat a certain way, you have to travel, you have to do a lot of things. I've always learned through my parents, through my family, that skating is just a sport, and you put in perspective that the only reason I entered this sport is to have fun. Sometimes it's stressful at times, but then I realized, you know, I want to look back, this is a time of my life.
This is Michelle. Her routine is simple and disciplined. Her goal? To be nothing less than the best in the world. What's your goal? If it's investing for college, talk to your financial advisor about the AIM College Savings Plan with its tax and estate planning benefits. Your goals, our discipline. AIM.
I've always loved working on computers, and in the Army...
Noon, Staples Center, Los Angeles, California. 18,000 spectators filled the stands for the final night of the Ladies' Championship. The 4-minute-long program that will determine the 3 skaters that will represent the United States at the Salt Lake City Olympic Games. 2 days earlier, the 2.5-minute short program was contested, representing 1/3 of the final score. After the short program, it became evident that 4 women would battle it out for the 3 places. The crowd cheers its favorites as the skaters take their warm-ups before the competition gets underway. In first place after the short program, Michelle Kwan. By the luck of the draw, she will skate first. Skating first is an obstacle for many skaters. Not so for Michelle Kwan. Among the leaders, she had been the first to skate 2 nights earlier in the short program.
Very nice. Michelle just has this energy on the ice, and she just sparkles on the ice. She loves every aspect of skating, the competing, the training, the jumping, everything about it. There's just so much joy and this energy that she has that just kind of captures people's attention.
Beautiful exit, that curving edge.
There's something about competition that gets me revved up and sort of hungry, that drive, that intensity that you feel so powerful. You feel that on fire sometimes. And that's what I think athletes hunger for.
Here, this half falling leap split, two of them, one of my favorite positions.
Now, here in the long program, she is near perfect. But the judges, by tradition, do not normally score perfection for the first skater. Room must be left for the subsequent skaters to equal or surpass the first performer. Now tonight, Michelle Kwan is matching her impeccable skate of 2 nights before. In a rare happening, 2 judges give Kwan a perfect 6 for artistic performance.
2 of those judges, number 2 and number 8, have already said they are putting her in first place from this mark, no matter what comes after it.
21-year-old Angela Nikodinov, who was in 4th place before the evening program began, follows Kwan. For the past 2 months, Nikodinov has been emotionally spent. 2 months ago, her beloved coach died of cancer. Coach and pupil had been inseparable. Now her new coach is Frank Carroll, whom Michelle Kwan dismissed earlier.
Oh, that's so disappointing. So disappointing.
Sasha Cohn is next. She is as brilliant as expected. She moves past Nikodinov into 2nd place behind Kwan. Now the drama begins. Kwan and Cohn are certainties for 2 of the 3 places. Now it is time for 16-year-old Sarah Hughes. She too is sensational, as she was 2 nights before. She passes Nikodinov.
Gorgeous number.
She should be very
beautiful.
The tragic recent life of Nikodinov continues. She fails to make the Olympic team. The Olympic team, Michelle Kwan, Sasha Cohn, Sarah Hughes.
When the history books are written, I don't want to be known as just for a person who won 96 worlds, who won 98 worlds, who won 2000, 2001. Titles are great, but I think the best thing is who the person was and what she brought to the sport. I think when everything is said and done and I'm done with skating, I hope that the years that I did skate, I brought inspiration to people, brought joy, happiness, and just made people feel good.
Well, I hope she'll win the Olympic Games. You know, I kind of wish I would be there with her. You know, that to me is disappointing. But I think if she has to go it alone, if that's the route she thinks she has to do, then she has to do that. I think Michelle Kwan is the greatest woman skater in the world. I think she is one of the greatest of all time. I think she's a legend in her own time, and I don't think anybody can touch her in skating. And I'll be with her there in my heart. And I just hope she skates up a storm.
So once again, Michelle Kwan will enter the Olympic arena with an incredible record. 4 world championships, 6 national championships, 5 in succession. A career that has seen her reach perfection 27 times with perfect sixes. 3 times more than her idol, Brian Boitano, received in his entire career. But win or lose at the Salt Lake City Olympics, Michelle Kwan will smile the good smile and celebrate with a personal knowledge that she has done her best, fulfilling the centuries-old adage reserved only for very special people. The words, "The honor should not go alone to those who have not fallen, but all honor to those who fall and rise again."